Fallout 4 releases on November 10, 2015. This year, after 4 years of development, it is stated to be the largest, most expansive, and most ambitious Bethesda game yet. So here's my core breakdown, as well as everything you probably missed whilst watching the trailer from E3 2015. The gameplay. All character creation is inside the gameplay. First in the bathroom for face generation, and of course you can play as either male or female, then through talking to a Vault Tech representative for selecting attributes. Face generation is made by sculpting the face rather than fiddling with sliders. Now some characters, at least Codsworth the robot, will address you by name. Bethesda recorded over 1,000 of the most popular names for this purpose. The protagonist is fully voiced with a Mass Effect or Alpha Protocol style dialogue wheel.
You're still here.
The Pip-Boy 3000 Mark IV is the new interface, replacing the old Pip-Boy. You can pick it up from the corpse of a Vault Tech representative outside of Vault 111. The Pip-Boy can apparently accept new data in the form of Pip-Boy minigames, like a variant of Missile Command or Donkey Kong. Skills have been removed entirely. If the Pip-Boy screen is correct, there are only special attributes and perks. Items. Crafting will be a core mechanic, allowing the player to assemble items by salvaging components from junk found in the wasteland or tearing down entire buildings. The crafting is not limited to just armor, weapons, or tools. You can build an entire building and furnish them from scratch, or set up generators, lights, turrets, terminals, and control them. It's extremely flexible. A corollary of that is you can build and maintain permanent settlements with dynamically generated inhabitants, attacks from raiders and wildlife, and the ability to maintain caravans between cities amongst many other features. And there are 50 basic weapons and over 700 weapon modifications, allowing you to create pretty much any weapon that you want. Power armor customization is in, with all the classic models and a slew of new ones, including the X01 power armor. All power armor features an animation showing the character actually putting it on and a heads-up display, putting the power in power armor. Of course, every part affects the stats of the armor. Power armor appears to have a segmented damage system, and its individual parts will become damaged and eventually destroyed before allowing the operator to perish. Regular armor will benefit from the return of layered armor system, first introduced all the way back in Morrowind, with individual slots for armor items like in Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. Characters and creatures. New enemy types and familiar friends appear. The new types are of course the synths, which appear to range from berserker cannon fodder to gunmen and beyond. The bloodfly, a giant mutated mosquito, also appears. Deathclaws, feral ghouls, super mutants, Yaogai, mole rats, protectrons, sentry bots, and more are back. Creatures will have special attacks, which engage you in an animation, like the Deathclaw picking you up and slamming you into the ground, or the Bloodfly sucking your blood out. Swamp folk, or a variant thereof, make a return. Dogmeat returns with a new behavior mechanic, the ability to issue commands to him outside of dialogue, and he's also found near a gas station. Vehicles. You'll be able to summon vertibirds with signal flares. Climbing on board will not trigger a loading screen, but instead allow you to man the minigun and fire at targets down below. Or just enjoy the view alongside your trusty hound. Zeppelins are in, they can be destroyed. Likewise, vertibirds can be shot down and crash in a more realistic way than seen in Fallout 3. Now, the story of Fallout 4 begins on October 23, 2077. You begin as an average Joe living the American dream, suddenly forced to seek shelter. You survive an atomic explosion and wind up in Vault 111. You awaken 200 years later and emerge into the wasteland as the sole survivor of the Vault. The Brotherhood is set to feature in the game as a major faction with a fleet of vertibirds, lots of power armor, and apparently a lot of influence. During the course of the story, you'll witness an orbital energy satellite destroying a large chunk of Boston and crash at least one of the mighty flying Zeppelins. That's it for everything you may have missed in Fallout 4's gameplay reveal, though there are a ton more and I would love to discuss them with you in the comments below, so don't be afraid to share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and as always, enjoy the game.